Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Brown wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Off play action. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A strike downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Holds reverse. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Stanford!
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Unloads quickly.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the Noles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Caught close to the marker. It's Thomas. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Caught in the backfield. It's Robinson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Jukes his way for more. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Trying play action. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
The Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Look out, he's got room. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On the direct snap, it's White. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Brown will throw it. Finds his man. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the first.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Works the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Back to pass. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Completed pass, he goes nowhere. In fact, they lose yardage.
The receiver loses 2. Second down coming up. That's the end of the first.
They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play.
Stanford.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Steps away. Took care of it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. How about this dude going off script for the Noles, not necessarily known for his running ability?
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second down.
And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. Under fire. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
The Noles decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. This drive will open from the 15. Motion from the wideout. Brown wants to pass. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Complete out of the backfield. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Looking for a man, it's Castellanos. Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage? Knocking that ball away and doing it clean. No PI on that one.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's White. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Grab behind the line. It's McCoy. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Wants to throw it. Working that wide receiver screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And you really want to pay this drive off. This is a nice drive by this offense. Got to keep it going. Got to keep the foot on the gas. Obviously trailing with a chance to tie this football game going into the half.
That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Makes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good gain. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Release to the back. All by himself. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. That's reeled in. It's Williams. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the 1st down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way somehow to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the 2nd half.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Florida State 10, Stanford.
Stanford set to boot it deep to start this 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Gonna take a shot. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
And the Seminoles will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged out of the air.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Now on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. To the air, it's Castellanos. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
That is a total bust by the defense. You can't go out there with 6 DBs and allow a wide receiver to be that wide open, make the catch, and then even make a nice run after it. Somebody made a big mistake in the back end.
And the Noles will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Grabbed behind the line. It's White. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Here comes the heat. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in third and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but, man, does he have a good feel, and he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the first down.
He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really nice job by the safety on that play, deep in their own end. They were ready for the quarterback run, and he was spying him the entire time. As soon as he saw the QB take off, he was able to rally to him and make a nice tackle.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles!
Number 0.
They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Give to the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Brown wants to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's 4. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Hunt is on its way. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. From the gun, the ground game. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. The Seminoles pick up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He leaves it with his back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Seminoles need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. They're setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. You start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys, they've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ford. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lost one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively.
He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Brown will throw it. Looking left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gonna look downfield again. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
To the air on first down. Punts it out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get in the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
To the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. He's got his man. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Brown wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. They're working that left side. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. From the red zone, looking for a space. Fires to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Looking for the score! And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.
Final score, Florida State 17, Stanford 10.